Hi, I'm Ferris J. I'm an energy therapist for pets and people, and today I wanted to talk about communicating with your pets, and in particular using one specific technique to enable you to easily communicate with your pet, communicate something that you would like them to do or to get around something you don't want them to do, how to help them know what you do want instead. So our pets are really tuned in. They understand a lot of what we say, but more than that, they pick up on our thoughts, our feelings, our emotion, our energy. So the good news is they are really open to understanding what we have to say to them. What trips a lot of people up, and I find this with my clients, is we can tend not to be very clear with what we're trying to tell our pets. And of course, telling them is only one part of the story. So next time I'm going to look at the other side, how to understand what our pets are trying to tell us, because communication always has to be a two-way stream. But in this video, I want to look at when we're trying to tell our pets something, to get our pets to do something specifically or not do something. So we can send out mixed messages. For example, a lot of my clients, when they have ill pets, they will try and soothe and reassure their pets, say before an operation. So they are talking soothingly, but in their head, they are not calm or soothed. They're anxious about the upcoming operation, they're nervous, and their pet picks up on that, and their pet gets mixed messages, soothing words, but upset energy. So we really want our words and the energy behind them to match. That is my first tip. Now, one specific way I like to show people to communicate something to their pet is through visualization, through images, or like almost making a movie in your mind and then sharing that with your pet. That is a great way for them to understand you. And if you do that, and if your intention is that they pick that up, they will. And one of the reasons I like this is because pets don't really understand the word don't. So if you're trying to change behavior, like I had a client who had a dog who would always bark and jump up when they came home, and they didn't like it. It was quite a big dog, and it just caused them problems when they came home. Now, if they went, don't bark, don't do this, what is that animal picking up? It's picking up bark. They really don't get don't a lot. So what I recommended to this client was to visualize coming home and what they wanted from that animal, because that's what the animal has to know. What do you require from them? What do you want? What is their job? So I said to them to visualize the dogs being calm when they came home, and still anticipating their arrival, but sitting calmly. I got them to visualize themselves walking in the door and the dogs waiting calmly so they could take off their coats. They weren't being jumped on, so they were visualizing exactly what they wanted. And then they would have a playtime with the dogs so the dogs could get excited that they were home. But it was important that when they came home, it was calm. And they kept showing the dogs this picture. They kept like running that movie in their minds of they were coming home, they'd open the door, dogs would be waiting calmly, they could take their coats off and things and everything would be calm, and then they'd have playtime. And that worked really, really well because the dog picked up on that positive reinforcement. And that's a really good way to use visualization as positive reinforcement for what you want. If your pet is going to be traveling, to visualize them traveling calmly. Now, there may be more steps to do. There may be a behavioral pattern that is got in place that needs something extra to change it. I often use a process called EFT tapping. There are many training techniques you can use, but the visualization is a really good foundation. I use it with a lot of my clients, and I wanted to share it with you today. So please use it with your own pets. Try it for an issue. If your cat is scratching on the furniture, get a post, visualize them scratching on the post, visualize them leaving the furniture alone, scratching on the post. Let me know if you do try it, how that has worked for you. And next time I will look at the other side, how we can understand what our pets are trying to tell us. I've been Ferris J. Thank you very much for watching. You can always like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't and you want to see future videos, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.